Buenos dias, guys. ¿Cómo estás? Today we're going to talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time now. Well, not really a long time, but since Black Ops 2 Zombies has kind of ended, it kind of left us in a little pickle. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to be new? What's going to happen to the zombies? Alright, we never figured out where this was going. I mean, we knew where this was going all along, but I mean, there's a whole story to it. I mean, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out, but basically, it's over. Excuse me. The whole story is over. Now, what's going to happen now? Is it, is Treyarch going to drop zombies? I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, what's going to come out? And if the next Call of Duty comes out, what's going to happen? More importantly, what's going to happen to the zombie community? Where's it all going to go? Are we going to have to transfer to other games like, Custom Zombies or Left 4 Dead 2 or something like that? It's not looking good, because it looks like Treyarch's trying to dump off the zombies, because the more maps they make, the worse and worse it gets. And it looks like they're just, what at one time was a really good idea, they're trying to get rid of now, because they're realizing, hey, we're not doing a good job at it. And the more and more we do, the less, good of a job we do at it. And the simple reason is their whole storyline is messed up. The timeline of all their events are all screwed up. Now, some games, the main maps for a pretty good, bit are in order. Most of the maps are in order, but some of the maps have failed to be mentioned. And I kind of skimmed over it briefly, but from what I could gather from doing a little research and stuff, the order is a little messed up. It's not too bad, but it's just a little messed up. A lot of the maps in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 should have originally been in World at War. Not that they were planned back then, but as far as the story goes, the only way to make the story correct and where it would fit in is if they were way back in World at War. And for the reason being is, from what we could gather, the first map is Origins. It's the earliest map. The timeline is set in the earliest year. It's back in World War I, not World War II. And generally most of the zombies happen in World War II. But from a little research I could gather on a little article, the storyline goes from Origins to Mob of the Dead. Two instances that happened before World War II. You got Origins, which is, World War I, which is like between, the 1910s and 1920s. Then you have Mob of the Dead, which is in the 30s. And then supposedly it goes to Shi-no Numa at that point. And apparently, they found some the meteorite or whatever out in Shi-no Numa. But basically the order, the first two maps of the order are from Black Ops 2. The first two. I mean, I could have seen it if they started out the order like, we used to think it was before Black Ops 2 came into the picture. I mean, we used to have it figured out. And then Black Ops 2 totally blew up the story. I mean, they just ruined it. But, it's supposedly supposed to be Origins, Mob of the Dead, Shi-no Numa. Then Moon. Which doesn't make sense at all whatsoever, because Moon actually has some, Cold War era guns in it. But I guess it's because they were teleported. But, it's supposed to be then Moon, then Reise, because they were teleported back from Moon or something. I don't know. As far as the story goes, they were never teleported back. Black Ops 1 kind of ended cold with Moon. Nothing really happened. The only thing that we could do was send rockets to blow up the Earth. And the only thing that did was make way for Nuketown, which is the only reason that Nuketown makes sense. There's no other reason that Nuketown would make sense unless Moon had happened. But I mean, if apparently we blew up the entire Earth, I don't know how in the world we're still going to get on there. I mean, I know, and it kind of makes sense for Tranzit and stuff too, because that's why, you know, everything's split open and lava's coming out everywhere and everything like that. But still, Moon's way back there. You know, that means that Moon should have been the 4th map on World at War. And I just don't think that was very good planning on Treyarch's part. Then, you know, apparently after the Reise should have been Kino der Toten, and we all knew that. We knew that Kino der Toten was after the Reise. The thing is, you would never know these things from the game because it's never been told. You have to listen to all these little, you know, these little clips and voices and stuff. And, you know, he mentions an abandoned theater and blah, 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 blah. Well, we obviously know now that's Kino. But when the game, you know, when the game wasn't even out yet, we were still stuck cold at World at War. And I think the only game that's kind of given us a solid ending is Black Ops 2. And I think that's a good sign Treyarch is trying to let go of the zombies. After Kino, it's a good, you know, most of the order is right. Ascension, then Call of the Dead, then Shangri-La. You know, that order is pretty much correct. You know, but then we have Tranzit, Nuketown, Reise, and Burried. You know, the only thing we're lacking in between there is Moon. And Origins obviously way up at the top. But, you know, Mob of the Dead is moved instead of being between Reise and Burried. It's, you know, the second one on the list. Mainly because of the time factor that all this happened. And not saying that, you know, in real time, while they were teleported, that it wasn't later. But, you know, in the teleported time, that's how the events happened. And I'll leave this list in the description, guys, and I'll leave the link for the article. You can go read up on yourself. You know, if you find something that I didn't see, you know, go ahead and leave in the comments. I don't care about being corrected. I probably just didn't see some stuff too. It's a very long article, and I didn't have the time to read all of it. But I did go date by date and read a lot of the important stuff, because it is listed from important dates from before 1905 all the way up to I think it's, hold on, let me check. It's listed all the way up to come on now, don't lag on me. Oh my goodness, it's lagging like mess. Oh my gosh, hold on, un momento, por favor. Alright, it's listed all the way up to 1996 is the latest date. And so from 1905 to 1996, that was a pretty big gap. So about 100 year, almost 100 year gap. Probably 90 or so, 91. And I just feel that Treyarch is trying to release the zombies and focus more on the multiplayer, or maybe even the campaign. Who knows what might come? Who knows if Treyarch's even doing the next? Who knows if there's going to even be another Call of Duty? But if there is, would Treyarch let go of the zombies? That's my personal opinion. I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to make, throughout this whole storyline, is basically telling the viewers, you know, we don't really want to do this anymore. And that's kind of what they're screaming in a subliminal message throughout the entire game, is that, you know, hey, this was fun for like the first 4 maps, but now we ventured off into something we don't know what to do about, because we're really not interested in creating it anymore. And I mean, we could all see that as the case. We slowly started seeing zombies become less and less pushed. I mean, if you got on and played zombies in the last, you know, month that Black Ops 2 was out, there were like 50,000 people on. There were barely any people playing. In Black Ops 1, you always have people. Even in Modern Warfare 3, people were still on Black Ops Zombies. You know, I would get on and there'd still be like 90,000 people on, or something like that. You know, it was just crazy that Black Ops 2 had come to the quick demise that I had foreseen and I had told people about. I warned them, you know, hey, it's not going to be as great as it seems. Just trust me. You know, the way the game is already, you know, on the first day that when I got the game, I could already see the downfall really quick. And I think Treyarch just really did that to prove a point. You know, they really stopped caring. So they're like, you know, hey, we don't care about this game anymore, so we're just gonna put whatever we want in it and just send it out to people. And if you like it, good. If you don't like it, whatever, because we're not gonna do this for long. My personal opinion, they're trying to dump off zombies to someone else. And if they're not trying to dump it off to someone else, they're trying to get rid of it altogether. And I think that's not a good thing for the community, that it might be gone, but I think it is good for the community that Treyarch is getting rid of it. And for the reason that being is, if you don't want to do something, you know, then you should have never started it. If you're going to, you know, make half of a story and then decide you don't want to do it anymore, you know, why start it? You know, or just don't finish it at all. I mean, I know that would have killed a lot of people, but I would rather know, and, you know, make up their own story in my mind rather than have them crappily finish a story that they started and didn't want to finish. You know, it's just, I think that the future of Call of Duty, and especially the future of zombies, does not rest in Treyarch. Call of Duty Ghosts is looking great. It's looking wonderful. Modern Warfare 3 looked amazing when it first came out. It's just, you know, Modern Warfare 3 was always a good looking game. It was just never a good playing game. The game played horribly. And I think one of the things Black Ops 2 tried to attempt to do is increase the playability, because Modern Warfare 3 got to a point where it was unplayable. I couldn't play it for, you know, longer than 5 minutes without, you know, just the crap. Because there's always been rumors that, you know, higher prestiged or, you know, their guns are more powerful or all kinds of other crap. And is that true? Most likely not. I don't think that would ever be fair. I don't think Call of Duty would ever do that. Most likely not. But the fact that, you know, higher prestiges have more experience, blah 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 blah, you know, they've played a lot more. It seems, you know, I can't, if I want to remain at a certain level of playing skill, you'd have to play it for 6 hours a day, every day. Because the thing is what you lose from, you know, okay, today at 6 o'clock at night till tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning is so vast. You know, that's not really a big losing time, but in the sense of Call of Duty, that's a very big losing time, because people around the world are still constantly playing. No one is ever not on Call of Duty. You know, there's always someone on there. Even if you get on COD 4, there's still people on there. And it's just the no-lifes, and I hate to use that term, but the people that are super try-hard and just play all day long really kind of ruin the game. And I think Call of Duty Ghosts is going to try to equal that out, mainly because they're trying to equal out the just the playability. You know, they tried to make guns that were equal instead of really good guns and then really bad guns. And there's not a lot in between as far as the other Call of Duties. I think Call of Duty Ghosts has tried to make every gun they put in there usable. And, I mean, I'll tell you right now, there were guns on Black Ops 2 that were unusable. They sucked so bad, you couldn't even use them. And it's been a while since I played, but if I can remember, as far as I played, the, what was it? Can't remember. It was one of the first SMGs. It was one of the first submachine guns. Was almost unusable when the game first came out. Now, they improved it as they went on, but it was like the first or second one. Super fast firing gun. Dadgummit, can't remember the name, but it was almost unusable. And I really foresee that Ghost is trying to fix that and make every gun usable. They're trying to make every map playable. They're trying to get it to where, you know, almost everything appeals to everyone. And that's what no other Call of Duty has achieved yet. And I want to see if that's something that Ghost can do. And through the layout of the maps and the size of the maps, and you know, the game modes, the just different things about the characters and stuff. You know, how fast they run, how they run, you know, the slide, prone, whatever. Just all these little things that they're tweaking and working on are improving, you know, the whole total experience of playing. And I think that the future of Call of Duty probably, most likely, lies in infinityward, or, you know, no one at all. You know, the game might come to a end demise, or end demise. Daggum it. Alrighty, guys. I will let you go. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will be gone. So hit this video up, like it, subscribe, and comment. Guys, check out the link in the description. You know, check out the zombies for yourself. Tell me what you think is going to happen, and hopefully Treyarch will get their butt out of it, and we can, you know, move on to better zombies and better games. Alright, guys, peace.
See how you behave for touching the doctor.